Hello, this is Calvin, and today I'll be doing a product review on the Huepar LP36 tripod. Now, one other thing I got was a tripod and a hole for mounting the laser leveler on. It comes in this canvas bag, which, you know, it's okay, but it's got that strong plasticky smell, and it's of that material that I would imagine after a year this stuff's going to get nasty and sticky, so I'll probably end up trying to either find or make another bag for it. But other than that, it comes with the tripod. Now, of course, you can use a tripod for a camera, which worked just fine, but I also wanted to have the pole that comes with it, which allows you to mount it to the floor or to the ceiling. So I'm going to put the tripod aside for now and to show you the features of the hole itself. Here's the bottom part of it. It comes, now this is the 9-foot one, and it comes with the bottom piece and then 4 of these other extensions that you can put on. It comes with this really nice clamp and holder which fits onto the pole, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And then the other piece is the very top piece that screws on for pressing it up against the ceiling. Now, on this lower pole, now it doesn't come with any instructions or anything, but I think you can figure it out. It's a spring-loaded to hold it to the floor, and you can just like push down with your foot, and then with another pole on top, let's say it's up to the ceiling, that just threads in there. And then, you know, each of these extensions have their own threading on them. And they actually did a pretty good job of machining these, because one side is all in inches, as you can see, 1/4 inch and so forth. And then the other side is in 5mm increments for metric. So I really like that. And I've checked out all the poles, and each one of them do line up. So that's really well done. But you can see that this part would go up against the ceiling, and this to the floor, and then you can push down with your foot to, you know, try to get it to where you want it just right. But also, there's an adjustment on here, which allows you to, like I've got that in my ceiling now, I would adjust it out just a little bit more, tighten that up so it's good and tight. Then I would put this onto my ceiling, and then it would spring load it, and now it's resting straight and solid. Now, the way that this mounting piece goes on, and it's pretty nice actually. This thread's really tight there. Gonna have to clean up these threads. Oh, I take that back. You know what? Got a defect here. Now it's twisting the whole thing. That is not good at all. I'm gonna have to go off camera and fix this thing. That's look at that. The whole thing is twisting. The threads are all on it. Okay, so I'm back. That was definitely not a good situation. I ended up putting scratches on this thing to get it apart, because it was jammed in there really tight. So, yeah, let me show you a close-up of those threads there. You can see that they aren't the best. Actually not that bad, but you know, there's kind of some grinding in there. So what I recommend you do then is what I've done. Just take, in this case I'm just using like some paste wax, this regular stuff here, and coating the threads of them so that I don't have this galling going on as I assemble these. And maybe that'll prevent this from happening again as I put them together. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of a defect there, but get through it okay. Here's a short video on how to assemble the LP36 pole and tripod assemblies. what do I think about this? The things that I like. Things I like is that this pole is very durable and very stable when it's up in place. The spring is strong enough that when it's compressed up against the ceiling, that it does hold very well. It's got the little foot thing here. You can adjust it with your foot to move it around. You just step on that there. What else I like about it? I do like this little holding fixture here. It adjusts relatively easily up and down the pole, and plus the micro adjustment is nice in the lock. I do like that. Seems to be very well built. What I don't like is, of course, the issue with the threads, but make sure you put something on those threads to make them go in and come out easier. And I don't much care for this tripod because it is very flimsy aluminum. However, you know, if you are going to use it in an area where you need the pole, but you don't, it's not indoors, using, for example, outdoors, you would have to use this a regular tripod. Well, you could use a regular tripod, but it may not get high enough. This is 9 foot. They do make them in longer sections, like 16 feet. But you would need to put it in there and lock it down because obviously you need some way to support it on multiple legs. Also, what I don't like about it is the case that it comes in. Again, this is something I'll probably end up having to replace here within a year or so, depending on how much use it gets. But it's just that smelly, plasticky smell that, and just this cheap nylon, plasticized nylon that I really don't care much for. So overall, I'm happy with it. I'm glad I got it, and I'm sure I will be using it, especially indoors.
Thanks for watching, and please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll continue to make more. Also, if you like the music, check out my Brash channel, where I have a number of original musical compositions that I'd love for you to hear.